Now, guys, remember there are many ways, a million ways to get unique shapes, and you might already have a method to your madness, and that is completely fine. This is the last method. Well, I say the last method, but certainly not the least of what I usually try. I call it the continuous lazy line method. Now, a lot of these terms are made up. They're not like hard and fast, like known all over the planet as the continuous lazy line. They're just my name for them. And again, here's the game that I play. I do not try to pick up my pencil. I try to keep it on there. I keep all of my lines very confident, so there's no chicken scratch, there's no light sketching. I think if I really were to go all for it and all in, I would probably use pen to do that, and I've done that here on these little guys. I keep the lines going and I slow down and I just try to do one continuous line. And it may have been like some kind of input from when I was a student, when I was really little, way back in middle school or elementary school, where I was introduced to Matisse's cut paper designs. And maybe that stuck with me all of these years because these look very much like his cut paper designs, very aquatic plant, animal kind of cuts, and a lot of curvatures and a lot of back and forth of these undulating lines together. And I think that maybe why they look the way they do is because of Matisse and my early introduction to his cut paper designs. So, a lot of these kind of look like organisms. Now, in a lot of these sketches that we're doing, and a lot of these ways of exploring shape, I will constantly ask myself, and I have students that always ask me like, what is it supposed to be? I have no idea. And I think that's the point, right? It doesn't have to be anything. Why can't it just be a shape, and a unique and interesting shape? When we first start to draw and learn about the elements and principles of design, this is a very design-centered exercise. All of these, and they're just getting us used to putting pencil on paper. Eventually, we're going to start to draw representational things like still lifes and houses and interiors and perspective drawings and plants and animals and humans and this type of thing. But for now, we're just trying to get used to getting loose and getting the pencil on paper. So let me show you this really quickly as an example. Notice that I did two types. I wanted to see what it would look like if I were to do the same type of genre of loose curvature. I guess it's the architectural or engineered version of this, right? Very jaggedy, almost looks like some kind of lightning bolt or something, or Aztec language, right? Again, we're going to keep our pencil on the paper, and I'm just going to go as loose as I can. I usually take off my glasses when I draw, even though I do have bifocals, but it just helps with the distraction. Continuous. And I even try to undulate as much as I can. I play around with length of these little tentacles. And just try to go slow. I even play around with number and always try to keep these curves sinuous or elegant. The connections that always get me are when I have to go back and it looks a little kinked there. So maybe next time I'll try to leave more room and clean that up a bit. I really, you can kind of see the same issue right here where there was some kind of kink right there that I had to solve. But on the other hand, I kind of like this little nubbin, almost like it was a tentacle that didn't grow as well as the other, kind of like the runt of the litter kind of thing. So, but you can see that same kind of language in either, so you can see how I got there, in real time. I also did some little guys in pen. Pen is a good way to work. There's a student that we have that draws in pen, and it's unforgiving, but it's also freeing in a way where you're not so worried about erasing and getting rid of things, and you're just kind of committed to that ink is permanent and we can't get rid of it, so we're just gonna do it. And that's a good quality to have, especially for exploring new things. All right, guys, try a bunch of these and we'll do a bunch of these together and we'll try to explore new things. Maybe you'll show me some of yours and some new ideas regarding this method. I can't wait to see. All right, guys, take care. Have a good day.